Hello, good morning. How are you? Can you confirm that you can hear me and you can see my screen? Yes, I'm good. Thank you, Ella. Okay, any questions? Just a reminder that this week, today is our last lecture. Okay, it is week 13. We'll go over chapter 16, session 1 to session 3. Chapter 16 is about investment decisions, discounted cash flow, net present value. So we have 1% quiz due this Friday, our last quiz. Total quiz 10%. This Friday, we also have case study 10% due. Okay. Any questions? I just sent you the email as well as announcement stating the agenda for today. So if you check your email or check the announcement, so this is week 13 activity. Okay, so basically we'll go over chapter 16, 3 sections. The pre-recorded lectures are posted here. In class, I will do live demonstration to solve some problems from chapter 16. Those problems have close connection to your last quiz, quiz 10. Okay, any questions? Can I still work on my lab? Sure. Okay, so I will give you a few days extension if you missed anything from last work, except the test. So if you missed the quiz, go and do it, okay? Remember, each quiz you can do multiple times. The highest mark will be recorded. Thank you for your question, Ella. Good luck. Other questions? Okay, so now I'm going to go over some questions in chapter 16. Okay, net present value, discounted cash flow. Okay, those connected to investment decisions. So let's go first question. A business has 2 investment choices. Alternative A requires an immediate outlay of $2,200 and offers a return of $9,000 in 9 years. Alternative 2 requires an immediate outlay of $4,600 in return for which $600 will be received at the end of every 6 months for the next 9 years. The required rate of return on investment is 15% annually. Compute the net present value of each alternative and determine which investment should be accepted or rejected according to the net present value criteria. So in this question, we are given 2 alternatives. Alternative A, you have outlay, immediate outlay $2,200, and then a return $9,000 in 9 years. Alternative 2, you have immediate outlay $4,600, and then $600 at the end of every 6 months for 9 years. So which alternative you are going to choose based on present value? present value, PVN, okay, based on present value, net present value, NPV, based on net present value. So definition of net present value, cash in minus cash out. So money in minus money out. Okay. For alternative one, we already know money out is 2,200. So we need to calculate money in, cash in. So this 9,000 in 9 years, what is the equivalent of present value of 9,000? That is the one we are going to compute. Okay, so to do that, you need to set up your calculator. So money, we need to calculate 9,000 present value. Present value of 9,000. We need to calculate that value. That is money in, cash in. Okay, calculator. To do that, you need to set up PY equal to 2, CY equal to 2, because interest is compounded semi-annually. Okay, and then term N, 9 years is 18. Okay, 2 times 9, 18. Term N, interest IY, 15. PMT, 0. And then future value FV is 9,000. Compute PV, present value. So that is the procedure. How do you calculate 9,000? Present value of this 9,000. Okay, let's use calculator. Do it. Here. Okay. So second quit. Then second PY, set PY equal to 2. Enter. Down arrow key. CY is 2. Second quit. 18 is term N. 15 is interest IY. 0 PMT. 9,000 is a future value. Compute present value. So you're going to get this one. $2,448, this number here. So that is the cash in, and cash out is 22,000. You do subtraction, the final answer, $248. Okay, any questions on net present value for alternative one? Any questions? Okay, now let's do net present value for alternative 2. In alternative 2, money out is 4,600. This is cash out. Okay, cash out. And cash in is the present value of annuity. Present value of the annuity is the money in. Okay. So let's do second quit. For second quit. For second alternative 2, it is still PY is 2, CY is 2, okay? And then what is the present value of the annuity? 600, okay? It is for 9 years. Each year, you receive 2 payments. You receive payment every 6 months. So term N is 18. You type in 18 is term. No, this is press the wrong button. So 18 is term N. Interest is 15. PMT 600 negative. PMT negative 600. 0 is FV. Compute PV. And you get $5,823.61. You get this number. This is a cash in, then minus cash out. You get net present value, $1,223.61. Okay, so now you compare net present value from alternative 1 to alternative 2. So obviously you will choose alternative 2 because you get more money. You got over $1,000. Alternative 1 only give you $248. Okay. Any questions for this question? Okay. Now let's move on to next question. Question 2. Need a little bit work. Okay. Question 2 is about internal rate of return, IRR, internal rate of return. So let's, as we are reading the questions, I would like you to connect the data in the question with this chart. I pre-entered the data in Excel format. Okay. Okay, let's dive in. Question 2. You are thinking of starting an energy drink that requires an initial investment of $18,000. So initial investment means you want to, the money, this is cash out. You need this amount of money. So negative 18,000 is initial investment. We use CF0, cash flow 0. Okay, this is negative 18,000. And a major replacement of equipment of 9 years amounting to 6,000. After 9 months, you are going to pay another 6,000. So this is year 1, year 2, year 3, year 9. You are going to have year 9, 6,000. This is the expense, money outlay. So I will use negative in year 9. Okay, you have a negative 6,000. From competitive experience, you expect to have a net loss of 2,000 in the first year. Net loss 2,000 in first year. Net loss. Loss means negative. A net profit of 2,000 the second year. So profit 2,000 for second year. Okay. And for the remaining years of first 14 years, you have 5,000 per year. So 5,000, 5,000, 5,000 for the next 14 years until here. This is next 14 years. Each year you have 5,000. Each year you have 5,000. But remember in year 9, you also have expense money outlay 6,000. At the same year, you have money inflow 5,000. So the net effect would be negative 1,000 at year 9. I pause for a moment to see if you have questions about this. So at year 9, you have negative 6,000. At the same time, year 9, you have net return 5,000. So the net effect for year 9 is negative 1,000. So I'm going to erase this one. I can't erase it. Okay, so for year 9, it is negative 1,000. Now continue read the description. After 14 years, the net returns will gradually decline and will be zero at the end of 23 years. Assume return 3,000 per year for that period. So 3,000 per year until year 23rd, 3,000 until year 23rd. Okay. The question asks you to calculate internal rate of return, IRR, internal return, IRR. That is the question. Now I will introduce two methods. Method 1, Excel method. For Excel method, you just type in all this number here. Okay, based on the description, typing all the number here, then you use Excel IRR function, and then select cell range B2 to B25. You will get 17%. So in Excel, directly typing equal IRR, select range from B2 to B25, you will get 17%. That is the Excel method. For calculator method, our calculator has a cash flow function. So now I will go to calculator method. And for calculator method, first step, second quit. Okay. And now press CF button, cash flow. After that, press a very, very, very important button. That is the second clear work. After you press CF, click second clear work. This step is very important, especially when you start a new question. So I repeat, after you press CF, then press second clear work. Okay. Now enter CF0, initial cash flow. This CF0 is negative 18,000. So 18,000 negative. Okay. And then click Enter key to take effect. After that, press this down arrow key. You get C01. C01, look at this data analysis here. C01 is negative 2000. So 2000 negative. Okay. Press Enter key. Down arrow key. F01 represents the frequency of C01. How many times C01 happened? Just one time. Negative 2000 just happened one time. So F0 is frequency is 1. Typing 1. Enter. Okay. Down arrow key. C02. This is C02. Positive 2000. Enter. Down arrow key. How many times 2000 appears? Just one time. So F02 is 1. Enter. Down arrow key. C03 negative net return is there at, I'll try to C03. Okay, where's my calculator? Try to find my calculator. Okay, it's here. So C03 is 5000. Enter. How many times C5000 happened? Count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 5000 happened 6 times. So after you click enter, down arrow key, F03, you enter 6, means there are 6 5000. 5000 happened 6 times. Enter key. Okay. Now down arrow key, C04. This is C04. Negative 1000. So typing 1000. Negative. Okay. Enter. That is C04. How many times for C04? Just one time. So down arrow key, F04 equal to 1. Enter. Down arrow key, C05, 5000. 5000. Enter. How many times 5000 happened? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So down arrow key, F05 frequency is 5. Enter. Down arrow key is C06, 3000. 3000. Enter. Down arrow key. How many times 3000 happened? You count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this happened 9 times. F0 equal to 9. So go back to my calculator. So this is 9, frequency 9. Enter. Okay. And then you entered all the cash flow values. This time you press IRR, this button, IRR. and then press CPT, compute. So you get 16.99%. The question asks you nearest tenth, so it is 17%. Okay. So I introduced two methods for this question to calculate IRR. First method, use Excel IRR function here. IRR. Second method, use calculator CF function. I pause for a moment to see if you have any questions, anything. You need to practice a lot, okay? The best practicing point, redo the examples I did in class. Redo the example I did in class, okay? That way, when you're stuck, I provided detailed step-by-step explanation and procedures. All right, so let's move on. Question 3. Question 3. A company must make a choice between two investment alternatives. Alternative 1 will return the company $10,000 at the end of 2 years and $65,000 at the end of 9 years. Alternative 2 will return the company $6,000 at the end of each of next 9 years. The company normally expects 13% rate of return. Compute the present value of each alternative and determine the preferred alternative according to the discounted cash flow criteria. Okay. So for this one, I will also try to use two methods. One method is Excel. The second method is calculator CF function. So let me introduce Excel method first. Okay. Try to make this font bigger. Maybe just try to maximize this screen. Okay. So let's take a look at alternative 1. Alternative 1 return 10,000 at the end of 2 years. So this is alternative 1. This column E, is alternative 1. So at the end of 2 years, you have alternative 1. At the end of 2 years, you have 10,000. Okay, 10,000. Okay, at the end of 2 years, and then at the end of 9 years, you have 65,000. At the end of 9 years, you have 65,000. Okay, and the rest of the year, you just type in 0. And in Excel, you just type in NPV, and then, so this formula here, you just type in equal NPV, net present value, bracket. It will ask you the rate, you type in 13%, and then it will ask you the range. You should type in from, this is the E column, so E3, not E2, E3 to E11, and then plus the initial CF0 in row, you see the CF0, that is CF0, row 2, okay, plus E2. You will get $29,468. So this one, you use this formula. This is alternative 1. Okay. And for alternative 2 said it will return 6,000 at the end of each year for 9 years. So 6,000 for 9 years. You arrange data here. And the formula NPV is 13%, F3 to F11 plus F2. And you get net present value, $13,689. Okay, so obviously you will prefer alternative 2. It gives you more money. All right, so that is the Excel method. Now I will do calculator method. Okay, so I'm going to remember when you use calculator, it is better to refer to data in Excel here. Okay. All right, so calculator. When you use calculator CF function, go to second quit first, and then I will maybe, so this column is my alternative 1, this column is my alternative 2. I need those numbers when I use calculator, okay? The calculator instructions also specified here. So I will go press CF button. Each time after you press CF, you have to press second clear work, okay, and then you do alternative 1 CF0, that is 0, enter, down arrow key, C01, this is C01, it is 0, enter, down arrow key, frequency is 1, enter, down arrow key. Next, CF2. CF2 is 10,000. C02 is 10,000. So type in 10,000, enter, down arrow key. This number happened just one time. So frequency equal to 2 or equal to 1, enter, down arrow key. Next time, it is 0. So type in 0, enter, down arrow key. Frequency for 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, it is 6. So 6, enter, down arrow key. Next, C04, 65,000, enter, down arrow key. Frequency for this number is 1, enter. Okay, so you finished data entry. Next, you press NPV, net present value. Okay, you are asked to enter the interest. Type in 13, enter. Okay, after that, press down arrow key. You see NPV. The last step, you press compute. So you get net present value $29,468.98. So detailed instructions on this part for calculator. Any questions? Okay, this is alternative 1. Let's do alternative 2. using calculator, alternative 2. Okay, when I do alternative 2, always start with the second quit and then press CF button. After you press CF button, you must press second clear work, and then enter CF0. CF0 is 0. Okay, so type in 0, enter, down arrow key. C01 is 6,000, enter, down arrow key. How many times this 6,000 happened? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Frequency is 9. Enter. Okay. Down arrow key. We don't have further cash flow, so I shouldn't put down arrow key. So after you type in frequency 9, you press NPV, net present value, and then interest is 13%. Enter. After that, down arrow key, you have NPV. Last step, CPT, compute. So you have $30,789.93. See the same result as I got from Excel. Okay. So this is a calculator method. Any questions? Okay, now let's do next question. So question 4. A contract is estimated to yield net annual returns of 14,000 for 9 years. So this 14,000 is C01. Okay. To secure the contract, an immediate outlay of 70,000. So this 70,000 is CF0. Interest is 13% compounded annually. Question: compute NPV. So now this question I will use two methods. Method 1, use Excel. Okay. This contract will produce 14,000 for 9 years. So 14,000 for 9 years. Okay. And the immediate outlay is 70,000. So this 70,000 is a negative number. It is CF0. Okay. So you type in all this number in Excel, and then in this cell, you type in this formula, NPV, type in the range, and then select the range from D3 to D11. Here, D3 to D11. And then plus CF0 in D2. This is the formula. And you will get $1,843. Okay, so this is an Excel method. Now, calculator method. So I'm going to pull out the calculator. Second quit, then press CF. After you press CF, second clear work. Okay. Now CF0 is a negative 70,000. 70,000 negative. Enter. Press down arrow key. C01 14,000. Enter. Down arrow key. Frequency for this number is 9. Enter. Okay. We don't have any other number, so we don't press down arrow key. After that, you just press NPV, so enter. After enter, you directly press not down arrow key. You directly press NPV. Okay, NPV. You are asked to supply the rate 13%, 13. Enter. Down arrow key. NPV compute. So you get this number, the same as the Excel result, $1,843.17. Okay. Any questions? All right, last question. This question might be on your quiz or might be on your final exam or on both. So pay attention to this question, okay? The proposed expansion of CIF electronics requires the immediate outlay of 102,000. So we know this is CF0, immediate outlay. Expected net returns are given in this table. Those are the net return. Okay. Question asks you to calculate rate of return. So again, I will introduce two methods. One, Excel. Okay. So put the data in Excel column C. Immediate outlay is negative 102,000. So CF0 negative 102,000. And in year 1, you have 0 return. Year 1, you have 0. Year 2, 29,000. This is year 2. This is year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, year 5, year 6. Okay, based on this table, those numbers. And then in this cell, you type in IRR, select the range from C2 to C8. IRR C2 to C8, and you'll get 16.78%. Okay, so that is the Excel method. Now, calculator method, use CF function. So go second, quit, and then CF button, go second, clear work. Remember this. After you press CF button, you must press second clear work. Okay. And now CF0 is 102. 102,000. And this CF0 is negative number, negative. Enter. Down arrow key. C01 is 0. Enter. Down arrow key. Frequency for this number is 1. Enter. Down arrow key. Next number is year 2. Year 2 is 29,000. 29,000. Okay. Enter. Down arrow key. Frequency is 1. Enter. Down arrow key. Next one is year 3, 22,000 or 32,000. Enter. Down arrow key. Frequency is 1. Enter. Down arrow key. Next is year 4, 59,000. enter, down arrow key, frequency is 1, enter, down arrow key. Next is year 5, 50,000, enter, down arrow key, frequency is 1, enter, down arrow key. Year 6, 15,000, enter, okay, down arrow key. F is 1, enter, okay. So after that, you press IRR, and then press compute. You get 16.78. Okay. Any questions? So in summary, what I did in this section, we did the internal rate of return, we did net present value. Okay, those are basic stuff we did for today. In each method, I gave you Excel method and CF function are calculated. Any questions? Okay. Remember, you can always email me if you have any questions. Okay. And also remember, I also have the pre-recorded lecture here for chapter 16. So make sure you go through the examples I did in class, go through the examples I did in the pre-recorded lecture, and go through the example in the textbook. That way, you feel confident to do the quiz and the exam. Okay. All right, so that's all for this lecture. Thank you so much. I will stop